Are we on? Are we filming?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to my kitchen. So my name's Nick and it's cooking at home in my own kitchen. So away from the pub. So as you know, our business is closed at the moment due to the coronavirus. So a friend suggested to me, so why don't you teach people to cook? You know, I'm posting all these meals that I'm feeding for the kids on a daily basis and getting lots of likes for it. So I thought, well, why not? So this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to make a 3-egg omelette, but I'm going to do it my way. 3-egg omelette, really, if you was to learn it at college, it'd be wet, you'd put creme fraiche in it, and you would cook it slowly, and it's quite runny, which is great, and we'll do that in the hotels, but actually, if I was to feed my kids that, they're not going to eat it. So I'm going to do a way that I was shown when I was in the Navy, and I've always done it that way as well, so it actually works really, really well. So, I hope you've got your eggs ready. So this is how we're going to do it. The first thing we do when we're cooking at home is we have fun. It doesn't need to be a chore. So for the lovely ladies out there, the first thing we do is we crack open a bottle of wine. So I've taken a bottle of Crossings. This is our most popular wine that we sell at the Heron. Okay, it's a Cabernet, it's a Sauvignon Blanc, I'll get that right, which is a Marlborough region one. It's really nice, really good for fish, eggs, pasta, it works really well. So, so before you start, have yourself a little glass of wine and enjoy it. Cheers! But I'm hoping some of the guys are out there as well saying, well, we don't want to drink wine. So for you boys, and for my St Hostel friends, so we got a nice tribute pale ale. So if you don't want to drink the wine, or vice versa, the girls don't want to drink the wine, have yourself a glass of beer. And this is how cooking should start at home, but not in the kitchen at work, boys, because I know my chefs are watching. So first thing we're going to do, okay, get the ingredients ready. I'm going to do a cheese and ham omelette, going to make it really simple. Lucas, my youngest son, absolutely loves this. So only using Cornish produce, because that's the right thing to do down here. And just trying to tie in things of the produce that we use at the Heron as well. So I am using St Hugh free-range eggs. These are a selection, so some large, some medium, but they've got a really nice yellowy yolk, which is really fantastic. You need some butter. So again, I'm using Cornish butter, I'm using unsalted butter. The other thing you're going to need, a little bit of olive oil, some Cornish sea salt, a little bit of black pepper.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, technical problem, phone switched itself off. I've got my son Jake trying to sort it out. Are we on?
Yeah.
Brilliant, so we'll crack on. So I've got some grated Davistow cheddar, some sliced ham as well, but actually you can put whatever you want in the omelette. You know, if you want to make it kind of Spanish, you can put peppers in there, olives, you can put prawns in there, anything that you want. So it's whatever you like, but this is for the kids. This is what my kids like to eat. Also, I've set the grill, so I've got my grill on high, so that's just waiting. That's really key for this style of omelette, and again, a bit different to what we're doing when we do it in the hotels. So first thing I'm going to do, I hope you've got your eggs ready. It is Easter, which is why I've chosen eggs. So we thought we would crack on. So crack 3 eggs into a bowl. That's all you need to do. We do not salt the eggs at this stage, and the reason being, if I put salt in the eggs now, it will turn the eggs grey, and it will also break down the enzymes, and actually make the omelette not taste very nice. So I've got 3 eggs in there. And the first thing we do is we give them a little beat. That's all, just a little beat. Don't need to be, you know, doing this for ages. It's just to break the eggs up into the yolks. That's all. And as you can see, anyone can do this. So I'm using my trusty induction pan today, because if I use the gas range, then you've got my back. Never done this kind of filming before. I've done demos, lots of demos, but someone's done it for us. So we're kind of doing this as we go. So let's have a look at this. So set your heat on your pan. You need a non-stick pan. If you use a pan that's not non-stick, it's not going to work. You're going to end up with burnt scrambled eggs. So I've actually got a proper omelette pan here, so which is great, but if you've got a non-stick, thick bottom pan, exactly what you want to use. So I know a lot of my chef friends are watching at the moment, they're probably going, that's not how you make an omelette. this is how I make an omelette. So, and this works for me. So I know there's going to be a bit of banter going on here, but I can take it. So onto the induction. The pan needs to be hot. A little tiny bit of olive oil and a knob of butter. And what I'm trying to do is just get this foaming so it doesn't burn. If it burns, again, it's going to make everything taste awful. And I don't want lots and lots of butter in the pan. So as soon as I've got that to where it is, I'm just going to empty a bit out, back on there. So again, your eggs straight into the pan. That's what you need to do. You don't need to move it. Now, so if we was doing the French way, you know, we would beat it up, you know, take it off and keep putting it back, but I'm not. So what I'm going to go and do here is just wait till it starts bubbling. Jake's going to move in just a little bit, and I'm just going to move the outside to the inside. Okay, so just moving the outside to the inside and just letting it cook without colouring. And I'm going to do this until I've got no egg that's runny, so it's just set. Okay, just set. So as you can see, I'm just moving that into the middle. You have to excuse the beeps. It's the induction hob. So as you can see now, that egg is cooked at the bottom but wet on the top. Now we could eat that, but I'm not going to because the kids don't like it. So at this stage, okay, I'm just going to put in some nice chopped ham and some grated cheese off the heat. So what was that? 2 minutes? 2 minutes, that's all. So let's turn that on. And then we're going to go straight over to my grill. I'm going to pop that under the grill. I'm going to move this just out of the way because I don't need that anymore. So, and all I'm doing then, from the direct heat from the grill, is actually going to make the omelette almost rise, because eggs do rise, you know, they are a rising agent. So it just cooks it just nicely on the top instead of it being under the bottom. And what I'm looking for folds in the omelette. So actually it makes it look a bit different than just a plain, you know, standard omelette style. So I really like this. So over to my grill. It's about ready. So for those people, and I know my friends, I'm not going to name any names, but have said to me, "Well, I love omelettes, but I don't know how to make them." And we have them in the restaurant, and you know we can't make them the same. Oh, you can. I've just shown you how to do it. If it turns out, you know, we do make mistakes. So as you've seen, I've not seasoned this at all yet. I'm going to season it now. So straight out the grill. So as you can see from there. That's all I'm looking for. The cheese has just melted, the ham's just warmed through. I've got some nice Cornish sea salt here, which I'll just sprinkle on the top. A couple of cracks of black pepper. And again, if you put black pepper in at the beginning, what happens is your omelette goes black. You know, you don't have any presentation on it. So I like to put the seasoning in the filling, and then if you want more seasoning at the end, then you can do that. So, right, onto my plate, and that's about it then. So all I'm doing then, if I grab my pan, so it should be set. So I'm just going to move these insides in, as so. Okay, fold it over. Okay, onto the plate, and just let it go. And that is it. That's how to make an omelette at home. You know, not runny, cooked inside, lovely gloopy cheese, you know, bit of ham in there, 3-minute job, can't be bothered to cook, you've got a glass of wine, and actually that's what you ended up with. You've got a really nice tasty omelette. So if I just cook through this and you'll see exactly what I mean. And you must, all the mums out there, you know, that cook for the kids, know that kids want just simple food, but simple doesn't mean it doesn't have to be tasty. So that is my version of a 3-egg omelette that you can do at home. We'll continue to do these videos. I've got a couple of ones that are up my sleeve, you know, things that we're cooking in the restaurant that we can show you. Actually, although they look a little bit technical, you can actually do them, so it's right to do that. And that's it, but I thought I would share with you a little funny story that people ask me quite a bit of, you know, what's the funniest thing you've done in the kitchen, or what's the worst thing that you've done? And mine takes me back to 1994 when I was working for a popular rosette restaurant in Cambridge. And we used to get a couple coming in, and they used to complain all the time, but they did it to get free food and free wine. So the owners just kept chucking this, you know, free stuff at them, and in the kitchen we used to get a bit of a telling off. So one afternoon, I took it upon myself, which I shouldn't have done. Went out and actually confronted this customer at a table, explained, you know, actually it's not good enough that you're complaining all the time. Our food's really good. And you know, you shouldn't be doing this, we're getting told off. And it was only when I went back into the kitchen that the boss came in and said, you just went to the wrong table, Nick. So yeah, I leave the complaints up to my management team, and Amanda, they're much better than me. So please leave comments, you know, all my chef friends, feel free to sling as much banter as you want. I'm doing this for fun, you know, we're in lockdown. It is boring, I do like to cook, and if I can share anything of my knowledge with you guys, then I'm more than happy to do that. That was 12 minutes, and that's all it's taken, and I've got my dinner ready for now. So thanks for watching, keep an eye on the page, and I think the next one we're going to do is a risotto recipe. So thank you, cheers!